Hello everyone, welcome to my week 5 multimedia presentation for MPA530 with Dr. Groves. In the following slides we'll be going over the idea of capital budgeting. The city I chose to review was the city of Santa Ana, California, and its CIP, or its Capital Improvement Plan, and the project listed in their plan. We will also be assessing the primary types of long-term debt that the city can use to construct the capital project, along with the advantages and disadvantages for my selected city. So like I stated before, the city I selected is called Santa Ana, located in Orange County, California. Now, the capital improvement project I selected was the Civic Center Parking Structure Project, found in the city's capital improvement plan report. The city is planning to spend $150 million to construct this structure and expects to earn a positive return on its investment moving forward, as it will not only supply revenue for the city but also meet the public's parking needs. In order to make this project possible, the city will need to gather the necessary funds needed to build from one of three primary types of long-term debt strategies. So number one would be revenue bond. This type of long-term debt strategy is essentially a promise from the city to investors to repay based on revenues from existing assets. So for example, the city would pay back borrowed money with the future income earned from parking fees generated by existing city parking structures within the city. And an advantage to this long-term debt strategy, it would be that it doesn't necessarily require an approval from the voters, as the funds are not being requested directly by them. And a disadvantage would be that if there was a decrease in consumers to the existing parking structures, which the revenue was supposed to pay off the investor, then we would have a problem because the city would need to explore other options to repay that debt. So moving on, special tax number 2. This type of long-term debt strategy is the city telling its citizens to essentially provide money in the form of increased taxes to channel directly into the project. So an advantage here would be that the city would have support for this project, whether successful or not, from its citizens, but a disadvantage when the citizens appeal an increase in their taxes. And number 3, lastly, general obligation. This type of long-term debt strategy is gathered from taxes already earned from the citizens for other must-have fees like schools or roads, and then repurposed to assist this specific parking structure project. So an advantage here would be that no increase in taxes would occur, so the citizens would be happy. A disadvantage, however, would be that it would take longer than expected to build the necessary funds for this project if the funds are essentially being skimmed off of other basic city needs or departments. Well, thank you everyone. Have a great weekend. Looking forward to your feedback.